Hey everyone, it's your favorite monkey and welcome back to Starbase. And behind me is the Loxodonta Mark II, which we are busy designing and all those fancy things. And I gotta say, this thing looks gigantic. I mean, compared to a normal endo, you know, it's big. It's big. Yep, I like it. I hope you guys are liking it as well. And yeah, today we're gonna work on the cockpit, and hopefully this video won't take as long as the previous one. I do apologize for that. I think around a few hours ago that video just published for me, and I jumped straight back into Starbase so that we can continue working on a ship. And yeah, and I think somebody else commented at some point saying that, like, if this ship, if I finish it, they want to buy it. What I will do is I will run it by Kenator. I think some of you might know who he is. If you do not, I highly suggest his channel. Go check it out. It's always updated with the latest news of Starbase. And I think he does a couple of streams or whatnot. I can't really remember, but if he's the company owner of K-Bots, which I'm part of, and yeah, I'm gonna run this ship by him, see if he really does think it will be fitting for selling in the K-Bot shop, which we can see over there, right over there. They're peeking out a little. Then you guys should be able to buy it. You know, be so cool to see a couple of these flying around. But anyways, yeah, the ship, it needs a pilot seat. And I think one of the videos I said, like, this beam in the front, or this frame in the front, was a little bit unnecessary. We'll see what we can do once we cross that bridge. Maybe we'll burn it, maybe we'll just go with it, who knows. So the idea is to have this halved, this is the thing I was actually wanted to test with you guys, is if we zoom out and just switch our boots back on. Okay, yeah, so if we look at those lines over there between, like, this beam and this beam, that line over there, I think that will be our halfway point for this frame, and I think that'll be a cool place to start. And yeah, I don't know what sort of doors we're gonna use. Maybe a big sliding door or something, I don't know. Maybe something that opens up outwards. I'm just afraid, like, I forget and then, like, you know, this thing will blow our doors off. And opening inwards also going to be a bit of an issue, because I was thinking of having, let me just get out of this testing mode, I can show you guys properly. Yeah, so these things, if we have to reverse while the doors are open for some reason, it might blow it off outside the safe zone. I think that's a thing. I'm not 100% sure, but, you know, don't want to risk it. And opening up inside, or doors to the inside, could also be a bit of a challenge, because what I was thinking is of maybe having stairs going up here at the back, going upwards to the flight deck. The flight deck also sits right on the window, so that if the pilot is piloting, you know, we have this gigantic field of view. And then at the bottom we will have the bunch of chairs and whatnot, so that people can either enter and go up the stairs to the ship, or, you know, stay downstairs and just have the just, you know, hang around and whatnot. Also thinking this middle part, just trying to see what we can do. Do we want the axis to be at the bottom or at the top? I mean, we could sort of do both, but the idea is to have at these corners at this ship, like over here, have propellant on both sides. Okay, no need to get to it. So, you know, we don't really have to go there. We just need a access point or whatnot to refuel them. But here, just on top of these crates, like this frame above it, what I want to do is have storage for fuel rods across. You know, just over here and over here, this way and this way. And at the bottom we want the generators and things to be, and you know, just a bunch of generators, because these guys are gonna suck fuel and electricity like there is no tomorrow. If this is going full blast, so we want enough electricity generation going on and enough fuel for very long trips. And you know, if we get heavy because of the ore, we still want to make sure we can push forward. So yeah, I think that's kind of sums it up what we want to do. And yeah, all right, so hold on a little, let me see what I can cook up before we go. Let me quickly show you guys, if you're wondering, like with the modules and whatnot, there's not really anything here. And also the spaceship modules, it does not have it. I would highly recommend doing this in the following things I'm doing. If we go to furniture, what's this? No, I think it's machinery, tools, no, utility, no, not under that. It should be, if I say chair, okay, device. All right, under devices, control, or you can just type in chair, doesn't matter. So what you kind of want to do is, first of all, grab the pilot chair. Okay, place it down. Cool, we got it. Next, we take the control table. Make sure snapping is turned on. It has Shift C. You know, now it's not snapping at all, and Shift C again. Then you can go ahead and just try to get this guy to snap here inside or underneath this. Like the chair, like it should be sort of like connected the way it is right now. It will automatically do that if you have snapping turned on and trying to place it in generally the correct area. That you can go ahead and add these little things at the sides. They are quite nice to have. The reason you want these is so that you can basically add more levers and things on the sides of it, so you can copy and paste it so it can sit like that if you want to. I'm not going to do that because it's not really necessary for what we want to do. I like this openness. And then the chair stand, you want to see what's this? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, so the chair stand, this guy, go ahead and also generate in the correct area at the back. Just make sure, as if snapping is turned on, put your mouse there and move it around a little. If you see like the piece is not moving along with your cursor, that means it's in the correct position. Go ahead, place it down. There you go. Okay. So now that you have that, this is a complete chair. And I think if we, I just quickly want to check. Let me just say, where's the bolt tool? Is this bolts? Or is this... No, we don't want to use that. It's welding. Bolt. Okay. Weird. Usually you can just bolt it. Auto bolt it. Where is the auto bolting tool? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, all you then, like, this is fine. You know, you don't have to worry too much about it. I'm just wondering, like, what the hell? I mean, I really want to mass bolt this. I don't really tool anything, no. Hold on, let me just see if this... I'm highly confused though. Did I miss something in an update or whatnot so that no longer need to bolt this to each other? Feels a little silly. But it doesn't look like you can bolt anywhere. Okay, well, anyways, what you kind of want to do is go ahead, select it. And then up here it says create. Go ahead and create the module. So now it is modularized. Then click on save. And we will call this the captain's. I probably spelled that wrong. Let's call it pilot chair. There we go. And we say save module. There we go. Bob's your uncle. Now I think in here it should pop up eventually. But now you can just go ahead and, you know, click on that green circle and it should select everything there. Right. That's enough about me explaining anything. Let me get to work and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hold on tight. And we're back. So, before I continue on with the ship, this is going to be the final part of this video. Just quickly want to mention that, and also that I am really sorry the video took so long to make. Although it didn't really take that long, but there were other stuff in between which I had to do, and you know, just other games and stuff to play. But yeah, we got this going on. Now, my thing about this ship is the glass. Okay, we can sort of not really have the glass in, although I do, you know, I do sort of want the glass in. But okay, let's start with the main thing. So we got our double deck. Okay, we have the pilot seat, and I think I've done a pretty good job of showing, like, this is the pilot seat right over here. And yeah, I'm quite actually happy about this, how this turned out. And in the insides, there's literally nothing in there, but I was thinking, well, good place to put the flight controls and things. You know, the flight computer and main control, all those things can go in there. And if we sit on the seat, then yeah, look at this. So from that pillar over there to that pillar over there, we actually have quite a decent view, even sort of below, you know. Upwards not so much, but below is actually sort of good, I gotta admit. But yeah, there's not really a but. Anyways, we have the stairs going down and stairs going up. Alright, so going down, you are here, main entrance and whatnot. What I'm thinking is maybe closing off this section. Okay, so we can have a like platform here, and then it goes out like this way. Okay, and just trying to, you know, make sure like everything is correct. But traveling between the front and the back part of the ship, because I want the generator and stuff in, and a way to get reserves of fuel rods for the generators. And I'm thinking the generators should be at the bottom, the reserves should be at the top. But I'm not going to add the reserves in just yet. Maybe the racks themselves, but not the whole fuel rod and everything in them. You know, just to be cost effective on the ship, and rather craft a few on hand or something. Well, it might work out at the same materials, now that I think about it. But anyways, so yeah, we can have this as an access way to the back side, but somewhere along the line we kind of want to go downwards into the zone, the generators things down here, because that is a lot of thrust power behind this thing. And yeah, I think somebody did ask me, commented and whatnot about the whole, if I have the correct crate to box thruster to crate ratio. And like I said, to be dead honest, I do not know. I have no idea. This ship is quite large, okay, but it is like, the math is one box thruster equals 500,000 units of thrust. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, on one row or one column. So that's 5 times 500,000, and that number, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns. That number you got times 10. Okay, that's how much this whole backside kicks out. And like I said, I think I said this in the previous part of this video, a plasma thruster kicks about around 3.5 million thrust when it's cooled down, and then 7 million, it doubles in its power after 30 seconds or something of warm-up. So, but this is much more thrust power, although much more inefficient. It's much more efficient to have a plasma thruster than this a large amount of box thrusters. But plasma thrusters, on the other hand, requires much more precious ore or much more rare type of ore to get it crafted. And this is like I said, this is going to be I'm trying to be very cost effective here in terms of a big ship carrying a large capacity of cargo ore, with its main function being one row is for, like, if somebody mined somewhere and they want to transport it from one station to another, but we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 different players want to go into the same station or whatnot, this ship can do it. And somebody else asked if we fill up just one row of crates full of ore and the other ones are empty, will that not upset the balance of the ship? That is true, yes, but the one solution is to have a row in the middle and always have that one filled up. But I feel like the amount of frost and things that this thing is gonna kick out, along with the triangle thrusters for the sides, like strafing, you could say maneuvering thrusters, but instead of like the actual maneuvering thruster, we're gonna use triangle thrusters on the sides. They're gonna be responsible. They should be powerful enough to keep the ship in balance. But yeah, that is a very good question. If the load is not correct and whatnot, that is something to consider, because you always obviously will have much more weight, let's say for instance on this side. So I don't know if the flight computer will compensate and recalculate how to deal with that sort of thing, because it already has to determine like where is each thruster, how big is the ship, what thrusters must fire if I want to strafe left or right, what thruster must fire if I pitch up and down, that kind of thing. That's what the flight computer does. And you need to sort of have like an invisible box equal on each side per for the ships to have, for the flight computer to understand which side of which is the ship facing, flying, turning, that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't want to really ramble on about that, but it's really good questions. Those will be tested. The reason why I have not finished like with doors and things like that over here is because what I started doing was basically just plating. You know, we just started doing the interior of this ship, and I actually just wanted to do this, like the staircases and whatnot. But it turns out like I started doing plating, and it's just like, you know what, we're done with this. This is how the inside gonna look like. It looks good. I'm happy about it. And next episode we're gonna start doing the plating, because like I want to get the plating done, then seal everything in, like nail, bolt everything in, get all the correct things ready. And what I mean by that is like I have the platform here, see what we can do regarding this access way, getting all this covered up and sort of starting to give it a look, because this is now still in the skeleton phase, and like I want to get out of this phase. I want to get into the flight computer stuff, firing the thrusters, start testing the crates and those things. So yeah, I think I do apologize if the videos are taking a little bit longer than expected for them to launch and get out and whatnot. Do you want to see something? Okay. But yeah, just hold on, there will be more content. It is like there's no delay. I'm not going to stop Starbase. I have 2 other projects I want to start working on. I want to get this thing done. Then the 2 other ships, one is going to be my personal ship, which is going to be a long-range scout ship, but it will be just as big as this thing because of like fuel and stuff like that. And the last project I want to work on for the K-bots is a big battleship, like a big thing. Like we had the Inquisitor during closed alpha. Now I want to get maybe something different, a larger, a much more efficient type of ship. But yeah, anyways people, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for joining me here on Starbase. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.